What's going on, guys? My name is Noah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to share with you how things are going after 2 weeks into my holiday cut series. My goal is to get down to 7% body fat for funsies, and I think that'll be around 190 pounds. I'm doing this to show you guys transparently how I do it while keeping exercise performance at a premium and just trying to maintain and support mental health and wellness. Not a lot of people are watching these videos. Not a lot of people watch the first two, and so I think I'm going to do these every other week to be more respectful to the reason that most people are here, and it's clearly not for this content. I'm making them because I think a lot of us struggle with weight, and we associate weight gain or our body image, poor self-image with low self-esteem, depression. I do think it all ties together. I think this is important content to make, but I don't want to be blind to the fact that not a lot of people want to see this from me, it seems, which is totally fine. I want to stay in touch with why people are here, and if I'm not making these videos every week, it'll be a little easier for me to incorporate a couple other ones. So glad you're here. I want to talk about something that really surprised me. All right, guys, first things first, I hopped on the scale this morning and I weighed in at 199.8. I'm really happy with that weigh-in. That's fantastic. That's a 2-pound drop. That's about the most I would want to drop. And what I'm really surprised about, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it right now early in the video, I actually ate more this week than I normally would when trying to elicit a weight loss response. The reason I ate more this week is because I had a CrossFit competition this past weekend. So I got a chance to go into the Oregon State Penitentiary and I got a chance to compete as a guest athlete against the inmates that are in their CrossFit program. And I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in a massive caloric deficit building up to that competition. So I spent a couple days really upping my calories, very clean fuel source, but making sure that I didn't go in there feeling depleted. And that's why I ate more this week. And that's why my net average was 2,800 when I would normally have it be about 2,000 to 2,200, depending on how my week's going and how I'm feeling. So I averaged 2,786 calories each and every day. That was my net calories. Net simply means that I ate back the calories that I tracked for exercise. So I do CrossFit, I track them. Now for me, 2,786 calories a day on average for 7 days, I wouldn't expect much weight loss. But the big surprise here, because I have chosen to eat incredibly squeaky clean these past 2.5 weeks, and I'm talking really squeaky clean, the cleanest eating I've ever possibly done. For me, clean eating means no added sugar, no processed sugar, almost no processed foods, and then seeds, nuts, fruits, veggies. I mean, we're going plant-based and whole foods for everything. My whole goal is to eat in a way that supports my mental health, fuels me and recovers me for my workout, supports sleep, and just overall wellness. So this is kind of my lifestyle. If you guys want to see what a full day of eating looks like for me, I finally did that for myself and for you guys, and I released it a couple days ago. So please go check that out if you're curious. What is this dude eating while he's on this cut? But I want to get back to this ridiculous net average and the 2-pound weight loss. So I ate 2,800 calories a day and I dropped 2 pounds. And to me, this really solidifies a couple of things. One, a calorie is not a calorie. So I eat fiber-rich food, phytonutrient-rich food, healthy food, right? And I eat a lot of it. And I think that just speaks to how the body responds and reacts to, natural foods. And it's not like a right or wrong thing. This is just a cause and effect, and I will use my anecdotal experience as the only thing I really talk about here. But I believe what we eat matters beyond the number on the scale. And I think for me, eating clean like this and developing this sort of lifestyle makes it really easy to, one, enjoy my food, but then have it drip into other things that are so important, like my mental clarity, like my energy levels, like my sleep, etc. Things that lend themselves well to adhering to a process such as weight loss. But either way, that's ridiculous, because I assure you, had I eaten 2,800 calories a day off of cereal and burgers and pizza, there's no way I would have lost 2 pounds. I'm certain of it. It also speaks really well to how useful intermittent fasting has been for me. For me, intermittent fasting means an 8-hour eating window, some days 6, a little bit over on other days. Again, you'll see that on my full day of eating, so I hope you check that out. Link in the description. But being in that fasted state allows my body to really, really work hard to use my fat for fuel. And because when you're in a fasted state, your growth hormone is elevated, it helps preserve my muscle. So I've been having phenomenal workouts. I have been transitioning from carbs for energy to fat for energy really well because I'm not spiking my blood sugar, because I'm not having added sugar, I'm not having processed sugar. This all just really, really excites me because it kind of just reinforces why I dig this sort of thing. Now, I do want to say fully transparently that my mood has not been doing well. One thing I didn't mean to do, which I spoke on a little bit last video, is I didn't mean to cut out all added, all processed sugar all at once. It wasn't this like moral high ground declaration like I'm giving up sugar. I didn't plan it that way. I just don't tend to get a lot of sugar in my life. But if I'm to be perfectly honest, and for hindsight being 2020, the way I was eating prior to re-engaging into this lifestyle, I was eating a lot of junk food. I was eating donuts couple, 2-3 nights a week, ice cream couple, 2-3 nights a week. I was starting to binge eat sugar solid for about 6 weeks there, I'd say. And I've been paying for it with what I believe to be sugar withdrawal. Sugar detox, I've been reading up more about it, but my head has just been heavy. My depression has just been so much worse. My rumination has been worse. I've just been foggy. I just feel low energy. It's been rough. I'd say today is one of the better days I've had in quite a while. Old ruminations have been coming back up, and old obsessions have been coming back up about not feeling good enough, not feeling smart enough, feeling like a fraud. Just old, dangerous language that I've been trying to put to rest since I got sober, and I've been working on becoming a healthier version of myself. It just crept back in as I felt more depressed. And I just wanted to be honest about that. So if there's anyone who cuts out sugar cold turkey, you can perhaps make a mental note from my experience. There's a chance there could be some emotional, physical changes going on. Sugar's powerful, we all know that. I've been watching documentaries on sugar, reading up on sugar. I've been wanting to have a really healthy relationship with sugar. And cutting out cold turkey has made it very clear to me that I did not have a very healthy relationship with sugar. So I'm very resentful with sugar. It's Halloween day and I don't want to have any sugar today. I think I might have a little bit of dark chocolate, but I'm like so butthurt with sugar right now. Like, I don't want anything to do with you because of how rocked I have felt without it. So that is the main aspect of this update. There's not much to add there. The only thing I'm going to add is that I am going to stay the course. I'm going to continue to nurture myself. I've been, one thing that feeling so depressed these last couple weeks has allowed me to do is really work on meditation and work on my self-care and make sure that I'm not running to other things to make me feel better. So I've been very responsible about how I've responded to it, but boy, does it hurt to feel that way. So that's the takeaway for me. So we're gonna do a quick body update. I finally groomed. I got my mom, God bless her. I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, my wife's out of town. Would you be willing to come over and buzz my back? And my mom did. And I'm so thankful. It took her a really long time because she hadn't done it before. She's like a perfectionist apparently at buzzing people's back. She wanted it to be just right, but I really appreciate you, Mama. I know you're gonna watch this. Thank you for doing that. Everyone here thanks you who's curious about the way my body is changing, because it's hard to tell when I'm covered in hair, and I'm naturally a very, very hairy guy. I want everyone here to know that the number on the scale is not the most important thing. How I look naked is not the most important thing. What's most important is that I feel good, that I have a good relationship with food, and that my mental health and my physical health are up to snuff, you know. So definitely a mind, body, soul approach. Now, looking good naked is awesome, but it's not enough to keep me inspired or most people inspired, I've found, if you don't have a more profound reason for wanting to be healthy. That's just for me. So I like to throw that out there so that no one thinks that I attach my value to the number on the scale or to the number of abs that are visible in my stomach. I really am trying to get past that sort of old school thinking that I was brought up, that warped thinking that if I have this body, then I'll be happy. It's an inside job. The more I struggle with depression, the more I learn about myself, the longer I stay sober, the more I believe that. I also want to remind everyone I am flat. So when I say I'm flat, it means I haven't eaten yet today, and it's relatively late by most people's standards. It's 3 o'clock, and I haven't eaten yet today because I only eat pre-workout and then post-workout. And I haven't gotten to pump or worked out or anything. I'll wake up like this, boo. Not flexing. Flexing. my God, this hurts so bad. It's hard to explain just how tiring that is. I barely know what I'm doing. I don't consider myself a bodybuilder at all. I appreciate you guys' time. We will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. So that's mid-November. Please feel free to check out that full day of eating. So over a week ago I filmed that, so my body's even changed quite a bit since then. Just know that I appreciate you, and just know this is a process. And the reason I track my food and the reason I want to update myself with you guys is accountability and the ability to make modifications and change. And I want to nurture my mental health. And it's been really humbling to struggle so much with my depression these last couple weeks. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks, and I promise to put a lot more emphasis these next couple weeks on mental health content, and content that I think you guys want to see based on views and audience retention, because I know this isn't really it, and I need to make peace with that. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me and my journey, and just know that I care about yours, and I hope you are doing well.